Welcome. Today, we're diving into how the Russian language has evolved in the digital era, especially through the lens of internet media. Over the past decade, the internet has become a treasure trove for linguists, offering massive amounts of data and new ways to observe language in action. With platforms like Lenta, researchers have been able to track which words rise and fall in popularity, and how new terms enter everyday speech. In this video, we'll explore the key and episodic words that defined Russian online media from 1999 to 2012, and what they reveal about society, technology, and culture. Let's begin our journey into the fascinating world of digital linguistics. The internet has revolutionized how we study language. Unlike traditional sources, online texts are vast, diverse, and instantly accessible. Platforms like Lenta, provide millions of words, making it possible to observe language change in real time. This accessibility has turned everyday users into spontaneous linguists, checking word usage and frequency with just a few clicks. The structure of online content, with clear timestamps and searchable archives, allows researchers to track when and how new words appear or fade away. This scene sets the stage for understanding why internet media is now a primary source for linguistic research. Truly capture the language of the decade, researchers needed a balanced source, one that reflected both the informal style of the internet and the reliability of news reporting. Lenta, Russia's leading online news portal, was chosen for its wide reach, stylistic variety, and comprehensive archives. By analyzing over 100 million words from Lenta, linguists could identify not just the most frequent words, but also those that appeared suddenly or disappeared quickly. This careful selection ensures that the findings reflect broader language trends, not just fleeting internet slang. What makes a word a keyword of an era? In this study, keywords are those that capture the essence of major events, trends, or innovations. For the 2000s, terms like special operation, iPhone, and crisis stood out. These words weren't just frequent, they were central to the stories and conversations of the time. By tracking how often and when these words appeared, researchers could map the social and technological shifts that shaped Russian society. Let's look at some of these keywords and what they tell us. Technology and media have left a major imprint on Russian vocabulary. Words like iPhone, iPad, smartphone, and blog became household terms almost overnight. The spread of social networks introduced social network, while new forms of communication brought in content and video. These words reflect not just technological change, but also new ways of living, working, and connecting. The rapid adoption of these terms shows how quickly language can adapt to innovation. One fascinating trend is the explosion of words formed with affixes like super, mega, and nano. These prefixes help create new words to describe everything from technology to pop culture. Think supercomputer, mega project, and nanotechnology. The popularity of these affixes reflects a desire to express scale, innovation, and excitement. Over time, even began to rival as the go-to intensifier, showing how language evolves to keep up with changing attitudes and trends. Not all new words stick around. Some, known as episodic words, appear briefly in response to specific events or memes and then fade away. Examples include bell, which spiked during the 2010 wildfires, and carousel voter, which emerged during election scandals. These words capture the mood and controversies of their moment, offering a snapshot of public attention. While they may not last, episodic words are valuable markers of cultural and political shifts, showing how language responds to the news cycle. The internet is famous for its playful language, including intentional misspellings and slang known as erratives. Words like a playful misspelling of hello, and mock Albanian for Russian internet slang became popular in forums and blogs. However, research shows that while these forms were trendy, only a few, like made it into mainstream media. Most erratives remain niche, highlighting the boundary between internet subcultures and broader language use. As we've seen, the Russian language is constantly evolving, shaped by technology, media, and society. The internet has accelerated this process, making it easier than ever to track which words matter most in a given era. From tech innovations to political scandals, language captures the spirit of the times. By studying key and episodic words, we gain insight not just into how people communicate, but also into what they value, fear, and celebrate. The story of Russian online media is a story of language in motion, dynamic, responsive, and endlessly fascinating.